I'm sharing 4 healthy and nourishing late winter recipes in today's video. Jennifer here, and welcome back to the Daily Connoisseur. So I've been filming a few recipes that I've been making over the past few months, and these recipes are all really nourishing and great for the end of winter, kind of transition to spring season, and I'm excited to share them with you today. So today we're going to be making chicken orzo soup with lemon, egg roll in a bowl, scallop salad, and a white bean soup. Plus, I'm going to give you insights into my meal prep routine. So I hope that you enjoy today's video, and let's start off with the chicken orzo soup. All right, let's start off with the chicken orzo soup, which I have made on the channel before, but this is just another variation. I don't really use a recipe for this. I kind of just use what I have on hand. But once you get the basics, it's so easy to make. I have roasted 2 chicken breasts in the oven until fully cooked. And then in my large Le Creuset stock pot, I sauté onion in olive oil until it's soft. Then I shred my chicken and add that to the pot along with some chopped veggies. Today it's chopped carrot and celery. I stir that until the carrot and celery cook down a bit. And then I add my chicken stock, lots of fresh parsley, and tons of spinach, and a bay leaf from our tree. And then I let that cook down again. Once it's cooked down, I grate some lemon zest on top. This is key. The lemon zest really adds a lot to this. And I squeeze 2 whole lemons inside the pot. So the lemon juice really brings out the hints of spring and make this soup feel so fresh. I also just add the entire lemons into the pot just to get that extra flavor, and I'll take those out at the end with the bay leaf. I then add my orzo and I simmer until the orzo is fully cooked through. And, you know, depending on how thick or how thin you want this is how much orzo you put into it. Make sure to season this with salt and pepper to taste, and there you go. I love making different variations of this soup depending on what I have on hand, but it's definitely worth a try. Okay, the next recipe I'd like to share with you is egg roll in a bowl. This recipe is originally from Trim Healthy Mama. They have a cookbook, and it's a great recipe, although traditionally it's made with pork sausage. I prefer this with ground turkey, so that's what I'm using here, and I've modified a few other ingredients as well. In a large bowl, I place some soy sauce, sesame oil, garlic, cilantro, and grated ginger. I whisk the sauce all together until the ingredients are melded. Then in my large Le Creuset pot over medium heat, I cook the ground turkey until fully cooked, and I drain off any excess fat. To that, I add an entire bag of coleslaw mix, and I allow that to cook down a bit. Then I add the sauce, and I keep cooking until all the flavors are beautifully blended and the cabbage is fully cooked down. Now, the point of Trim Healthy Mama is low carb, but I don't restrict carbs for myself. So if you want to keep this low carb, you can eat this by itself. But I like to serve this with hot white rice. And call me strange, but I always put a pat of butter on my rice, no matter what kind of dish I'm making. So that's what I do here. And then I place the egg roll in a bowl filling on top, and I top it with extra sesame seeds and more cilantro. This is a really delicious dish and is perfect for the end of the winter going into spring. enjoying the video so far, I'd like to take a minute to thank LMNT for kindly sponsoring today's video. So LMNT is a tasty electrolyte drink mix with everything you need and nothing you don't. That means lots of salt with no sugar. It contains a science-backed electrolyte ratio of 1,000 milligrams of sodium, 200 milligrams of potassium, and 60 milligrams of magnesium. Replenishing my electrolytes is important to me because I do intermittent fasting, and I love their drink mixes. I also love their sparkling beverages. They're so good, especially the flavors. They have so many different types of flavors like citrus, raspberry, watermelon, orange. They even have chocolate and chocolate caramel. And of course, their sparkling beverages are so good too. Right now, LMNT is offering my viewers a free sample pack with any order. That's 8 single-serving packets free with any LMNT order. Just go to drinklmnt.com/dailyc. This offer is only available through my link. You must go to drinklmnt.com/dailyc. And thank you to LMNT for sponsoring today's video. All right, now back to the meals. So one of my favorite meals is a big salad full of toppings and a nice tasty protein. So this time I'm making a scallop salad. In a large bowl, I add some extra virgin olive oil, apple cider vinegar, honey, salt, and pepper, and I whisk that together. So I was eyeballing all of that, but I would say that I use 2 parts of oil to 1 part of vinegar. Then I add some romaine lettuce and all of the toppings, basically whatever I have in the fridge. So today it's cherry tomatoes, shredded carrot, sweet corn, garbanzo beans, avocado, and beets. I toss this together to make sure the vinaigrette coats everything, and then I set that aside. In my ceramic pan on medium heat, I pour some olive oil and sear my scallops. The scallops have been patted dry with a paper towel and seasoned with salt, pepper, and paprika. I cook them for about 3 minutes on each side until they're fully cooked, and then I add them to the salad. Wow, this was packed with flavor. I love scallops anyway, so paired with this delicious salad, this was a big win. And finally, I'm going to share a white bean soup with you. So you'll have to bear with me because I filmed this a long time ago and I'm just now sharing it with you. I also improvised, so I'm not sure of the measurements, but I'll do my best to write it down accurately for you. So I soaked some white beans overnight and then I drained them. Then I added them to this large Le Creuset pot along with 1 onion, a ham hock, some bay leaves from our tree, a giant handful of curly Italian parsley, and lots of water to cover. So once it comes to a boil, I cook this on medium-low for a long time, like probably an hour, just replenishing water as needed. Meanwhile, I bake some cornbread on the side. I just used one of those cornbread mixes to make it easy. I also added carrots into the soup too, and celery would be good here as well, but I don't think I had celery this day. So I had seasoned it all with salt and pepper, but you can also add chicken bouillon or any kind of stock seasoning. And as you can see, it gets really creamy and flavorful. So I dish the soup out and I serve it alongside some hot cornbread with butter, and it's such a nourishing meal on a cold and rainy winter's day. And And finally, I wanted to briefly give you an insight into the type of meal prep I like to do. Often on a Sunday, I will prepare a lot of veggies, like today I'm roasting sweet potatoes and making baked potatoes as well, caramelizing onions. And with this meal, we ended up having that with kielbasa sausage. But it's handy to have these things ready to go during the week because often, a baked potato takes a long time. So it's nice to have it ready so that all you need to do is heat it up. Enjoyed today's video and that it gave you some great meal inspiration. I'd also like to thank LMNT for sponsoring today's video. Visit drinklmnt.com/dailyc. That's drinklmnt.com/dailyc for a free sample pack with any order. Thank you so much for joining me here today on the Daily Connoisseur, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.